Mic check. 1, 2. Mic check. Mic check.
Well, thanks for tuning in online, and thanks for the people that showed up here to watch the preview. Farm sale is something that we look forward to, and really enjoyed it since we moved here to Stillwater. I want to start out by thanking Will and Troy for bringing a tremendous set of hogs, and look forward to this preview tonight. I always want to thank my family and the time and the effort they put into it. It's going to be a nice preview, and we're going to go through it in reverse order. So if you get and want to look up a hog later on and stuff, we're going to start with, I think we have 73 head there in the offering, and we're going to go from 73 to 1 and show them in reverse order there as they come in. So we'll go ahead and let them 73 and 72 in. 73, the hog there that Madeline has on the stick. A bigger bear there, I think one that we put in here, a sow that it's a gilt litter, is actually sold there last year in this sale. That sow would have been, quite frankly, on To the Extreme's littermate sister. A very good gilt that showed and got along very good. She was bought and owned with Dakota Jesse and Alan Ackerman. That pig is switched over there now. Carson's got him, but he's one. I think if a guy's got a show there that an earlier show, one that I certainly think will feed and get there in feet and legs, I think he'll handle whatever you want to do to him, and one that just gets better and better with time. We wanted to end up with a very positive place, and I think that's what we chose to end the sell off with. And then the 72, the painted up bear, the black-legged bear, is on the prowl on a buckle up sow. That buckle up sow would have been a gilt there that Carson showed a couple of years ago. She would have been one that got along very successful in the show ring. She was a buckle up, and it goes back to the old Shreky sow, that next on Rusty Cage's littermate sister. That lineage and stuff, they've done this a very good job on the prowls. Been very pleased with them. Mitchell there told us about them, and a set of hogs I think are going to be very positive and feed very positive. That hog's painted up. I think got another one that's got really good joints, really good feet and legs. Got a great look to him. I think a bear that's got a guy could show him and keep him around, and definitely he makes Houston and OYE. But one that I think just very, very good looking. Going to have really good shape and muscle, and got a great color pattern. But that's the first two there. Again, there's 73 is the belted bear, 72 is the black-legged bear. Next in is going to be a pair of littermates, 43-1 and 43-2, tagged 70 and 71. 71 is the white-hipped bear there, the painted-up bear, and then the traditionally hamped marked hog is 70. They are out of Zeke. Zeke was a blowing smoke back on Kelly, which that would have been the black-headed littermate sow that's done us such a good job to quite frankly. We kept that boar pig last time. One that we bred several sows and had a lot of confidence in him in the way he was bred and what he was out of. You'll see several Zeke pigs and Zeke hogs that's up the lineup. Very excited to see how that first crop turns out. The sow behind these would have been a littermate to the pig the bear we sold there, a bear entry for perfect timing last year. That bear won his class there at the expo, one that held around and showed for a while. This pair of bears, I think a pair that's going to be full of muscle, full of mass, density, and shape is very good. Another pair of bears, I think, handle their hip and their hind leg and range of motion is good. I think a pair of bears that they feed with lots of shape, lots of muscle, and still keep good feet and legs. There again, lot 71 is the painted up white-hipped hog, white-tailed hog. And then tag 70 is the traditionally belted hog. Are they walking okay? Coming in next, we have 68 and 69. Tag 68 is going to be the belted hog. Tag 69 is the is the black hog, the solid black bearer. The 48s, they'd have been out of another sow there that Carson won his county with in the fall a year ago. One that we showed, it got along very good. She was a wider wake back on Turning Bone's little mate sister, so it'd been, quite frankly, on Kelly. Would have been the south side on the 48s. Their culture was that black boar that we showed there at Perfect Timing that has done a very, very good job. Very excited to see how his offspring get along and how they show and what happens with them. Very excited about that boar hog and what he's doing. 48-4, one that whether he's black or not, I think a very, very good hog. One that's ultra tall fronted, got really good shape. Very, very heavy structured, balances and proportions extremely well. I think one that has got a very, very bright show future in him. 39-1, his mama would have been a gilt there that come from Schulte's that we bought off of Joe Wolf there last year when I was judging the show there in Arkansas. We used her to win the show. Another bear that's sired by Zeke. That would have been that sow, that Trick 4 sow, I think would have went back to like Doty's Secret and stuff is what Carter told me. That's another hog that I think, one that if you got a show that you need to get to a little quicker, that's another one I think feeds you can get there. I think one that will stand just about whatever you want to do to him. Excellent set of feet and legs, excellent range of motion. I think one that you can push him or set back on him, but I think he can definitely feed. If you've got a show, a county show or something you need to go to in later January, February, I think he's definitely one that can get there also. But that's tags again, or tag 68 and 69. 69's a black one, 68's a belted one. .48-1 is a mate to the black bear that was just in. He's going to be by himself. He's a belted bear in the litter. There'll be a calico bear come in. I think this is a very good hog. He hasn't took the trip very well, and he hasn't wanted to eat and drink. Him and that 39-liter hog, the tag 68, 67 and 68, two pigs I thought looked very good at home. And to be honest with you, they ain't filled up and hydrated up quite as good up here for some reason. But another hog, I think, just like the 39, another one that's got really can get after it and go and get there quick. Another hog that's got a good look, and he's backed by that wider wake sow there that we call that Carson showed in culture. Another one I think it have a very bright future. That'll be it for the gray hogs for a little bit, and Troy's going to come in with his.
Well, thanks, Mark, and welcome everybody to the preview, whether you're here in person or tuning in online on Walton or Kennedy or whatever it may be. And it's an exciting time to be a part of the show pig business. It's an exciting time to be buying show pigs or raising show pigs or whatever you may be doing. So I'd encourage everybody, whether you're interested in lot 60 or 65 or 70 or whatever it may be, or maybe it's lot 1, 2, or 3, to stay hooked up and stay focused. I think it's a really good set of feeding pigs that we have here in the back of the barn of us, or behind us, excuse me. And Sloan will go ahead and get started here. Just one to talk about. This would be lot 66. This would be 220-3. This would be a Kong, God's Gift, Rusty Cage. Mom would actually be a litter mate to the reserve bear at Nebraska there a few years ago. Grandma would have actually originated from the Goss firm and would be a litter mate sister to the Chubbs bear that won Indiana there just a few summers ago. So again, the Kong thing's been really good for us, and I think within that particular sire group, this one offers some shoulder height, some extension, and just some future maybe in relation to some of those out of that particular boar. He's always had hair. He's always had shag. I think one that looks like he's going to feed very well. Again, lot 66 from Sloan.
Well, as we get ready to drop the first pair from Hilty in, just to kind of reiterate Troy's comments about the depth of the set of pigs that we've got here in the barn, and kind of to echo Mark's comments in terms of the event and the people that helped put it on. Sure appreciate you guys tuning in online and in person. So we drop first pair from Hilty out here. We've got tags 64 and 65. 65 is going to be the pink tag. 64 is going to be the white tag. That 64 is a blowing smoke canoe. We had a lot of luck with blowing smoke, and honestly, that boar semen wasn't any good for a while. And Travis texted me one day randomly and said he'd collected him and it looked good. Wanted to know if I tried it, if I wanted to try it, and we did. And sure glad we got that one sow settled because I like that litter a good deal. 65, the white tag. That'd be a Relentless, the boar there at Premium Blend, a boar that's done an awesome job. Then his mom would be a Shock and Awe Never Before. That Never Before sow would actually be the one that we own in partnership with our buddies there at Rosebird and kind of been a foundation of a lot of things we do. So again, tag 64 and 65 from Hilty.
Coming in with 62 and 63. 62 there is the yellow tag, I think, and 63 is the green tag calico bear. 62 is the calico. 62 is the calico, and 63 yellow is the belted bear. The calico bear there, it would be another one of them on the prowl. Or it'd be a buckle-up hog, excuse me, on an Extreme Measures in-game sow there that we got from Rosebird. Another gilt litter, a litter there that I think you see several hogs come later on out of that litter. That calico hog is one that loved the look and the design, the extra stoutness and bone and feature. Another one's got really good hair. I think a bear that's got another bear that's got a good future. And then that the yellow tag bear there, the Hampshire bear. One that I really like in terms of his elevation, his bone. He's got a really big hind leg, handles it and uses it very well. I think another hog there, that one that can stand a lot of pushing and whatever you want to do to him in terms of a feed bucket. I got an exceptionally good set of feet and legs on him. There you go. That's 62 and 63. Come in next with 60, the red tag, 61, the orange tag. That orange tag bear will be another one of them 52 litters on the prowl with the white foot. His mama would be that buckle-up sow there that we talked about earlier that's done such a good job that Carson showed. And then 60, the 37-1, be out of an old sow that we've had around for a long time that we just keeping around. She didn't raise quite as many pigs this time, but she's one that does a very, very good job. She's an old never before sow that's been responsible for lots of winners and hogs that's got along really good. That sire to the tip on it would have been a buckle up son that I sold to Ralph stock, and Ralph there we used and stuff. This would be his first crop. It would have been buckle up back on that icon My Intention sow that had come from Sloan. I think a hog that we just got a few litters, but one that we're going to go back and use. Again, 60 red, 57-1 is the belted hog there, and the little off-belted white-footed hog is 61 orange. pair of 56 litter hogs coming in next. The 58 is the pink tag there. That is the target butted hog. And then 59 is the white tag. That's the belted hog. 56 liter is that a dog eat dog. That's another boar there at Premium Blend that we're extremely proud of. We love that set of hogs and are planning on definitely using that boar again. I think he's going to do a tremendous job. Very excited to see what he gets done. That sow's a back on top, next intentions, blue sow. She does a very good job, has hogs that feed with muscle and shape and still keeps good feet and legs in check. Both these bears, I think, going to have a lot of mass, lots of density. I think that's a very good litter of hogs. There again, the 58 is the pink tag. That's a target butted hog. And then the belted hog is 59 white. But both of them, I think, are two hogs that feed with muscle and shape, two hogs that definitely feed into March, and I think look very good come Hawaii and Houston time. Coming out with the next pair of gray hogs. 56 is the green tag, the belted, bigger belted bear, and then 57 that painted up, chromed up yellow tag hog. 57 is another one of them 56 litter hogs that we just talked about. Another hog, you'll see 2 or 3 blues in that litter. That was a very deep, very consistent litter. Hogs that we like very, very well. And then that 56, 35-1, another pig there out of the sow that we own with Dakota and Allen. This is a bear that is a little bigger in size, but I think he's one that'll feed wherever you want to go to with him. I think he's one that hangs around, one that's out of reckless, and that worked very good on that sow. Hog that's got an extra look and extra jawline. Still yet is full of shape and muscle. I think a bear there that if you're looking or still needing one with a little size onto him, I think a bear that fits that very well. But there again, that 56 is the green tag, the bigger bear, 57, the yellow tag, the smaller bear.
Next up will be another one from Sloan, and again, appreciate the invite. Again, I think it's a great set of pigs. Stay hooked up, stay focused. This is actually one of the 4 litter mates that we would have brought, and to be honest, I don't know if bringing 4 litter mates to one live sale makes a ton of sense, but when push come to shove and we did the sifting and the sorting, we thought those were the 4 of the 10 that we needed to bring. This would be an unrivaled, no stranger, king size. Dam would have actually been the champion of Breeders' Cup there in 2024. Her first litter there would have come there a season ago and would have raised the reserve middle there at the Missouri State Fair. So again, much like some of the other ones, I don't know if this guy needs shoved on or pushed on, but I think if you're interested in making a middleweight or even a lightweight potentially come March time, I think this lot 55 from Sloan could certainly fit the bill. He's always been hairy, he's always been round-ribbed, he's always been dense. I think a good feeding kind of pig, just take along slow. Lot 55, this would be one of the 217s that we brought. Again, we brought 4 of these, have a lot of faith in this pedigree. The unrivaled thing's been very, very good. Lot 55 from Sloan.
Oh, we get ready to drop the next pair of Hilti consignments in here, and we've got a pair of litter mates. 54 would be the red tagged one, 53 would be the white tagged one. These are actually sired by 30-3 at Mox there, back on a no-huddle sow. That sow would actually be Fast Track's aunt, so really good sow family there. That sow would be actually a no-huddle kingpin. These 30-3 pigs, we were fortunate enough to get a couple sows bred to him, and they just hit me like awesome feeding pigs that look like the kind that can make heavyweights someday, and just the kind of pigs that get better every day you got them on feed. So again, 53 and 54 from Hilty. 54 is the red tag. 53 is the white tag, pair litter mates, sired by 30-3 at Mox. The boar there that was the litter mate to the boar that got all the winning and sired all the sons there. I'm drawing a blank on his name. What was that boar's name, Troy? The mate to 30-3. Or both drawing a blank on it. But anyways, Ruthless, the mate to Ruthless. 30-3 was the mate to Ruthless. So, again, a pair of pigs that's down in the sale order just a little bit. But, man, they hit me like good feeding ones that can go on and make really good kind of heavyweights. They got a good look. They've got a good maturity pattern. They've got really good feet and legs. I think someone would be happy to get these on feed.
Going to come in with a single here from Gray. Pink 52, this solid blue or blue belted gilt. She is out of Zeke and a backdrop JoJo sow. That sow would have been responsible for the gilt there that we sold at LT's first class sale there last year, our high selling gilt there that breaks like 9,500. It's another gilt that's a little bigger in size, one that's got tons of shape, tons of mass, tons of density. I think one that will stay around and feed for a very long time. Got a very, very dark, deep blue tint to her. I think a very nice gilt in 36-9. Coming in next with 50, that's a green tag, a red spotted up cheetah colored gilt, and then 51, the yellow tag, the painted up, chromed up gilt. Another pair of 53s, they was buckle ups on the Extreme Measures in-games gilt from Rosebird. Another litter that we're extremely high on. We went back and used buckle up. It always seems like them hogs feed, and the good ones are very, very good. Shag and look, and then extra feature and bone. I think he worked very, very good on this sow. The little cheetah color gilt, one that I love. And if a guy wanted to get creative there, probably could even go in another breed if he wanted to. But I love the extra look, the extra shape, and then just the overall balance and design. And then that painted up gilt, one that's a little greener, maybe the greener gilt in the litter, one that looks like she's got a little more growth. Another one I think could be a very, very good investment. I think a pair of gilts that could do real good in the show ring, and then I think could be very good in terms of breeding value if you want to take them to the crate later on. .48 red, a gilt that's got the white feet, and then 49 orange is the solid black gilt. A pair of gilts that are out of a sow there that we got from Will last year would have been a mate to like Angry Orchard, and the pair of boars there at Swenson's. Would have been a blowing smoke sow, and we brought her back to culture. We did get just a little bit of black, but absolutely love this litter of hogs, and love that the look and the feature and just the overall balance and hair and feet and legs, and then just got a little extra shot of bone and stoutness in them. I think a pair of gilts that the white-footed one, I love the extra look that she has, and then that black gilt I think has got a humongous back leg working in her. I think them gilts and the heritage they have there with that sow that come from Will, and then the sow culture, the litter mates to the extreme that they have on the top end. I think the value and the breeding value in them might be extremely good when you're done and when you put them in the crate. I think two gilts that show exceptionally well. Two that I'm extremely high on: 48 red, the white-footed gilt, and then 49 orange, the solid black gilt. What do we got there? 46 pink, 47 white. We're going to end up with the 46 pink gilt, tag pink, and then the 47 white, the 47 white, the off-belted gilt. That's out of a sow there, the blowing smoke sow, the blowing smoke roll call sow that we got along really good. I think she was third overall at Grady County, or not Grady, Garvin County, a gilt that showed and it was very successful. I still think one of the better ones that we showed and took to the city. That gilt and that litter, they're a little green, a little on the small side. She has some litter mates that I'm sure is going to show up later on. That was just the biggest one in the litter, so we went ahead and brought her to the sale. I think a very, very good hog. It's got a very bright future. She's sired by Buckle Up again, and like I say, we went back and used him. We like our Buckle Up hogs and the good ones and what they get done. That the 46 pink, that gilt is very, very good looking, I think. She's another one that's out of that 52 liter, 52.7, quite frankly, quite frankly, next intention sow. I love the feature that gilts have. I love her hind leg and her hip, extra long neck and long fronted. That's one that I am very, very high on. And I think that pink tag feature, that's one that's very elegant and very lady looking like. I think a very nice gilt in 46 pink.
We'll always roll right through these. We'll roll back into Sloan and a gilt, just a single entry gilt, I guess, or the only female that we would have brought in this particular trip. This would be lot 45. She comes from the 213 litter, and we'll see a couple of those male pigs in that particular litter here in just a bit as we get into some of those higher in the sale order. This would be a Power Hour tricked out kingpin. Anybody that's followed the Power Hour deal, I think, understands the quality, build, balance, and just uniqueness that those pigs have had. That boar has done an incredible job for us. Obviously, he would have been a $155,000 purchase there at PT a season ago, or I guess just a year ago. As far as that's concerned, that we would have bought with Lackey and Schwecke, and that boar again has done an awesome job. Grandma here would be Roxanne, the bronze gilt at OIE, the year that me and Schwecke would have judged there. So a gilt here again. I don't know what everybody's looking for, but I think her futuristic, her feedability, and just her build suggests she's going to make a good big one. Always had a big hind leg, a long hip, good haired, good looking. Comes from a sow line that's been very, very promising for us there at Team Sloan. Again, Power Hour, tricked out, kingpin. This would be lot 45 of Sloan's.
Well, we go ahead and get back into another pair of the Hilty consignments. We've got tag 44 and 43. 43 is going to be the orange tag. 44 is going to be the green tag. 44, the belted pig, would be on the prowl, promotion, stay classy. That stay classy sow back in that one's pedigree would actually be Pace Car's mom. And man, if you've ever had the chance to see that sow, I promise one of the heaviest bone creatures that we've ever had on our place. So I think that pig's his look, his balance, his build, his maturity pattern, and then you take into account the sow power behind him. I think that pig will just continue to get stouter and stouter. And I think again, you couple that with his look and build, I think that's a hog that could have a really, really bright future. Tag 43, the really uniquely or really pretty color patterned blue pig would be a relentless shock and awe. Again, his mom would be a first litter gilt. She's a shock and awe, never before. That never before sow would actually be the one that we own in partnership there with Rosebird. She's kind of been a foundation of a lot of the stuff that we've had going on at our house. I think that's another pig. Look, shape, and just absolutely beautiful color pattern for a blue one. I think be hard not to notice that one in a wave or in a big ring. I think his quality is going to allow him to stand out. And then coupled with that color pattern, I think that's another pig that could potentially have a really, really bright future. So again, tags 44 and 43. 44 is the green tag. 43 is the orange tag.
Back on the gray consignments here, and we're going to start out with a pair of the 51 liter. That sow there was that roll call sow there that would have been like the grandmama of the 50 liter that we talked about. There's dog eat dogs again. We're going to see several more of these 51s a little later on. Both them target butted hogs, I think, are just exceptionally good hogs. We've looked and hashed around on which one we like the best. I think it's extremely close. I think it's a very good pair of hogs that I think will feed and be sound and be heavy structured with good hair. The 41 is the white tag. The 51-4 has the white tag on him. He is the one that maybe has just a little wider or more white on his tail, a little smaller target back there on his hiney, if you will. And then 42 is the red tag. Got the bigger target back there on his rump. But a pair of hogs that are real similar. A pair of hogs I think have a really bright future. A pair of black-headed target-bedded hogs that I think that feed very good. Come in with 39 yellow would be the calico hog, and then 40 is the pink tag. That's the belted hog that would have been another 51 liter hog, just like we talked, dog eat dog on woe call. That hog it just got just a little more to him, just a little further along. He was almost the big one in the litter in terms of just mass and density. I think one that is going to be ultra stout. I think maybe he needs to come off the starter and he gets even better. Just a very massive, very thick hog, and 51-3 is very powerful. That calico hog, one that whether you like that color or don't, I think that is a very, very good hog. He's a mate to a couple of them 48s that we've seen earlier. This has always been my favorite one in the litter in terms of the bearers. That's one I think is just very good in terms of his feet and legs, has an exceptionally good look, and then I think his bone and his feature fit him very well. I think, again, if you're looking for a calico hog, I think that one would be a very good place to start. His tag number is 39 yellow, and the belted hog is 40 pink. Come in with 37 orange and 38 green. 37 would be the 49 liter, and we're going to see a few more of them here in a minute. And then 38 would be a 52, a mate to a couple of them that we've already seen. On the prowl again, back on a buckle up sow that Carson showed that we call Frida. That's my favorite bearer in that litter. Love the look that he has ahead of his blade. One that just exceptionally good. One that out of that sow they feed and get better and better. I think that's the sow that we're going to continue to build off of. But I love the look and the extension that hog has above in front of his blade. Very, very good on his feet and legs. And then the 49 liter, that hog goes back to the old sow, the old Little Bro Tier 1 sow. She's done us a tremendously good job. She would be like the grandmama of the California bear, the bear that wins American Wool, a bear that wins his 4-state deal here the other day. That sow has done a tremendously good job through her daughters, and then her herself. Her pigs have always got along, always been very successful. That's a bear that out of that sow and culture, I thought culture matched up with her extremely well, and out of that sow and culture, I think feeds exceptionally well. But there again, the belted hog, 30, right here, ain't it? 37 orange is the belted 49 liter hog, and then 38 green is the narrow belted hog, thin belted hog. $35 is their white tag coming in. 49 too, another pair of 49s, and then 36 would be the red tag. Another pair, just like we talked about, Little Bro Tier 1 sow, and then back on culture, the perfect timing board that we showed. The 36 hog is a crypt orchid. He does have it showing there in his flank, so he'll have to be fixed, or I guess you could cut him or fix him. But another pair of bears, I think, out of that particular sow, I got a lot of confidence and a lot of that they'll feed and be exceptionally good. Another pair of bears, I think, will be extremely good in terms of the look and the shape and the muscle. I think a nice pair of bears here to end up. I got one left to go, I guess. No, I think it ends up, and we'll go back to Sloan.
Well, Sloan will be up next, and again, a good set of pigs, and I think the hits just keep coming, whether they're from us or somebody else. I think a good set of feeding pigs. Lot 33, we can start with him. That would be the kind of off-belted or wild-marked belted pig there. Again, Lot 33. That's another one of those 217s, unrivaled, no stranger. Dan would have been the champion at Breeders' Cup. He does just have a little bit of swelling there in his flank. We wasn't sure if he was a crypt orchid or a rupture, quite what he had going on there, so had our vet come fix him. He is a bear. He's good to go. We'll obviously guarantee that. Just fixed him there a few days ago, though, so he does have just a little bit of swelling there on one side. Just want to be transparent with everybody on that one. Again, sounds like a broken record, sounds like a cliche, but I think just a ton of quality and good in that pig. Checks a lot of boxes. He's got the meat and taters. He comes with a little extra look and a little extra density, a little extra presence from the side. That would be lot 33 there that Madeline's on. That's the belted pig. The blue pig is the one we haven't talked about. That would be lot 34. That's a 224 litter, 224-6. That would be a Plan B. Glory Days, call for a quote. Plan B, for those of you guys that don't know, we would actually just sold that boar to 66 Ventures and Evan and his crew. That would actually be a litter mate to the boar we would have bought there at Perfect Timing last year that we called Power Hour that brought 155,000. So again, I know there's a lot of blue bears there in the back of the barn. Again, another one there, I think, though, that's good feeding, good structured, not going to get anybody into too many ditches and red flags there. I think just one that's proportions, his skeleton and his balance and his build is very, very good. Those Plan B hogs have been good. Probably gets overshadowed by his brother there just a bit that we call Power Hour. But I can tell you with the utmost confidence that the best Plan Bs are as good as that we've had this time, simply put. So again, it's an honor to be here. It's an awesome set of pigs. Lot 33 is the belted pig. Lot 34 is the blue pig.
We get back into a couple more Hilti consignments. Tag 32 is going to be the one with the green tag there, and I like this pig a good deal. He's sired by On the Prowl, back on a first litter gilt that's promotion Stay Classy. That Grandma Sal would actually be Pace Car's mom, so one of the heaviest boned females we've ever had the opportunity to work with. So I think that pig's got a beautiful look and just build and hip and rear leg to him. And he's got tons of bone back in his pedigree. So I think that one will just continue to come and looks like one that could go on and be a really good kind of heavyweight someday. He does have a couple funky patches of hair there on his top line. I don't know whether he just got rubbed in the nursery or what, but I just want to be transparent. Maybe you see it on the video. It's no skin defect or anything, just a couple odd patches of hair there. 31. This is a pig that I love this litter. This pig is the orange tag there. He would be an unrivaled. Picture this. That's one of our up and coming young sows, and you're going to see another litter mate to that pig here in just a little bit, and then we've got another one kind of set aside that's probably going to go ahead and be our PT entry. That pig's proportionality, his build, his rib cage, just the softness to his center, and the silhouette that he paints. He's got hair just dripping off of him. To me, that's the kind of frame size, that's the kind of length of body we need to be. I think that pig's got an awfully bright future, and I'll promise you he's got a couple litter mates that I think are really special. That one's on the upward trend and closing the gap. I think you get that one home in a week or 10 days, you could be really happy with what that pig looks like. So again, 31's the one there with the orange tag. He is a crip. 32's the one with the green tag, a pair of Hilti consignments.
Well, like we talked, we think we got a very good set of hogs. And them hogs we talked about have got a chance and stuff, but you can tell kind of in Will and Troy that it's starting to get up there where we're getting into some pigs that sure enough excite us. And I getting back into my deal, I mean, we're getting up to some of them that we've looked at and spent a lot of time. I think this calico spotted up bearer, another one of them 53s, and we talked about his brother and stuff earlier. But that's a bearer that, whether you like that color pattern or not, I think that one fits the bill. His proportions and his look, his feet and legs and his hip and the way he plants and drives, I think just a very good hog that's got a very bright future, one that's going to get noticed and get remembered, and I think one that just a hog that can get very competitive down the road. I think one that it'd be very interesting to see where he ends up, see how he goes. I think one that suits me extremely well, and looking at the sow there that he's out of and how she looks in her gilt litter, I think, and how she done a buckle up and with them kind of feet and legs and the way that hog looks, you know, the hair and the bone, the stoutness, and then proportions, I think a very nice hog in that 53-3, the 30 red tag calico bearer. We're going to run a pair of blue-belted light cross bearers out here, a pair of 56s. 28 is the pink tag, the little darker pigmented blue, and then 28's the white tag. They're dog-eat dogs on that back on top. Next sow. 29's a white tag. Well, I'm sorry. 29 is the white tag. 28 is the pink tag. The 28 is this a little darker colored 56-3. Going to see another one here later on up the line, but I think all three of these blues, I think, are just extremely good. Be very competitive in the light crosses. That 28, one that I think in terms of shape and just power and muscle and his extra cage and boldness to his forearm, and when he comes at you, I think is exceptional. the 29, another one that maybe just a little taller, maybe just a little prettier in his look. Another one that has plenty of shape and muscle. I think an exceptionally good pair of hogs here. I went back on forth and we just tagged them, so buy them like you like them. But I do think a pair of hogs in that light cross deal, I've got a ton of hope and promise on what they're going to do and how they're going to come along. 28 pink and 29 white, blue belted bearers. $26 green, a pair of is a bear there that's got the white splash on his side. 51 litter hog, and then the 41-1, a dog eat dog. Both of them are dog eat dogs. 41-1 is out of a modern day sow that we got from Trogdon there, gilt that won our county last year and was very successful in the show ring. That's the belted bear out there, the traditionally Hampshire colored bear, 27 yellow. One that's just extremely stout, got lots of rib and lots of center in him. Another one that handles his feet and legs exceptionally well. I think a very good bear there. And then the 51-2, just a tremendous rib cage, tremendous blade in him. One that I think when he levels out and comes together in his top, going to be huge and massive. Upper side of his skeleton. I think his feet and legs are setting him right to handle it and go on. Another one that's got a good look. I think a very nice pair of bears there in 28 green and 27 yellow. Uh, 24 and 25 are coming out. 24 is red, 25 is orange. The 24 red hog, 54 litter hog, there's another pair of them up that's going to be right at the top of my cell lineup. Them 54s are out of Zika again, and that's a to the extreme. Back on top sow there that we showed. That sow got along extremely good. This daughter I kept, it was the last to the extremes I had. I'm pretty sure that these hogs are probably going to be good because I took the sow over there and she passed away and is not with us, so kept the gilts, had to keep the gilts out of this litter, but extremely impressed with the bearers. 54-4 is the bigger bearer of the litter. He's another one like the 51-3, just the big hog. There's us all screwed and all done exceptionally well. He's one that ties and fits together, got a great look through his skull. I think this is a very, very good hog, and I think one that feeds exceptionally well out of that sow. And like I say, them Zeke's hip and hind leg, exceptionally good. He was very good there, and it looks like he's going to pass that on. The 51-1, that is the 25 orange hog. Another one that I love the look, love the shape, love the muscle that he has. Another one that the dog eat dogs, I think his hair, his bone, and his skeleton is very good. I think one that just gets better and better with time. I think 51 litter, that sow done a very good job. She's going to be one that generates and produces for us. But there again, 24 is the red, and 25 is the orange. Pair of belted hogs there from Gray.
Well, we'll move back into Sloan's, and again, sale orders probably always just a little bit more difficult to put together than maybe sometimes I make it. And you know, honestly, I think this pair it represents kind of what we're trying to do, regardless of where they're at in the sale order. Maybe they need to be up, maybe they need to be down. I don't know exactly where they need to be, but always catch a little hell for that. But we'll get started there with the one on Madeline that Madeline's on. That is lot 22. That would be a pink tag. That is 213-1. That's another one of those power hour trick outs. Grandma would have been the Roxanne sow that would have been bronze at the Oklahoma Youth Expo there just a few years ago when I had the opportunity to judge that. And man, that sow line's been awesome. That sow's young, but she's a tricked out there back on that kingpin sow. Is doing an incredible incredible job. I know that bear's got just a little more size to him, and maybe that scares some folks, but what I will tell you is that pig's always had chest, he's always had back, his pin set and just natural muscle has always been good, and he's got a running gear to go with it. I think a good feeding pig. He's a crypt orchid. I know, sometimes that can scare some people. Obviously, we'll stand behind that and make sure he's 100% guaranteed, whether your vet or one of our guys fixes him, whatever it may be. Like that guy a good deal. That'll be lot 22 again. He's the pink tag there that Madeline is on. The one that Leo is on comes from another one of those. That's another one of those 217 litters again. It sounds a little crazy to bring 4 litter mates to a live sale, but kind of like Mark said last night, heck, I'd rather buy them out of a good litter than a bad litter, and if you brought 4 to a live sale, must mean you like them. That would be an unrivaled, no stranger. Again, Mom would have won Breeders' Cup there in 2024. Her first litter would have came there just a few months ago and would have made our reserve division there at the Missouri State Fair that Boots' crew would have had. So, again, maybe these two don't fit together. Obviously, you're not going to show them as a pin of 2 when it's all said and done in February or March. Take them how you like them, feed them how you like them. We do like this pair a good deal. Again, lot 22, that would be the pink tag there. Lot 23 would be the white tag.
Well, as we continue to go through this preview, and if you're just tuning in or want to go back and watch it at some point, just so you can follow along, we have been going through the preview in reverse sale order, so that makes it easy for you to, if you want to scroll back through and maybe find a particular lot to look at. But as we get down here on the short rows, we've talked about the set of these pigs, and I think the depth is as good as it's ever been from top to bottom, but man, as we get into these short rows, I think as we get into these last 20 or so here, I'm excited to get them out here because I think, man, the front end of it's really, really good. Tag 21 here from Hilty would be the yellow tagged pig. He is an Angry Orchard out for blood, and then after that, quite frankly, Sal that came from Team Sloan that's doing a really, really good job. Those Angry Orchard pigs, man, we've liked them. They've been good built. They've been good looking. That pig there is actually a double crip, so he's going to need to be fixed by a vet. Man, but I think that's one that packs some punch. He's moderate in his length. He's moderate in his frame size. Big armed, yet he's square and good looking off of both ends. And then the green tag one's going to be tag 20. That's an on the prowl, Glory Days, and man, those Glory Days sows have just absolutely been knocking it out of the park. We're excited to work with those going forward, and I think this one's got a tremendously bright future. That tag 20, the green tag, man, that's one that hits me like an awfully good big one someday. He's got a beautiful look. He's extra, extra stout. I think his length of hip and then just utilization of his rear skeleton are very, very good. That's going to allow that one to feed and be good when it matters. So, again, tag 20 is the green tag. Tag 21 is the yellow tag, a pair from Hilty. We got a single Hilty entry here. Would be tag 19. This pig is a MAGA New Heights, and I guess my only regret with MAGA is I wish we would have used him more, because I think that's a boar that did an awesome job adding some feature and bulk while still keeping him good looking and balanced. And I think, man, this pig sure fits into those categories. I like his shape and a hog that's got just a beautiful look up front, yet he maintains good squareness off of both ends of his skeleton. That's a good young sow that's done an awesome job. So, again, tag 19 here from Hilty.
get back into the gray consignments. My next 6 lots are going to be gilts, and Will and we talked there a few years back about maybe cutting the gilt numbers down and just offering what I thought was the elite gilts out of the sows. And with that OYE sale and the way it's gotten, and giving offered them for sale, and just giving the opportunity maybe to return on investment, to be very good for the kids and students and the families feeding them. So that's what I've done. I've cut them gilts down, and I made a list or two today and sent out, and it's been kind of long. I think of these gilts that I brought, I'm very proud of them, and we looked, and I can guarantee you they're the best gilts out of them sows and them litters that fit this age group. And I've done it the last couple of years and going to continue to do it. I think it works very good, and then it gives them opportunities, families opportunities to have them gilts that maybe can ring a big bell there when it comes time for OYE. Both these pair of Littermate 52 litter gilts are out of that sow there that called Carson fed there a few years ago that he called Frida. That was in a Buckle Up Next, that Strecky sow. Buckle Up Next, Rusty Cage's Littermate. They was on the prowls. That on the prowl deal has done us very good. The white, 17 white, the 52.5 is the belted gilt there. I think one that's just exceptional. Got a beautiful hip and hind leg. Uses it extremely well. Very clean in her joints and very good in terms of her bone and her foot size. And then that the gilt there that's kind of got the folded ear, the 18 red gilt, one that I just love the look, and to me she's got a look that be a very good show gilt. But I think that she's one that I honestly, when you get done with her, and if you ain't got a place to go, she'd be one that I'd be interested in putting back in. One that I love, just got a generating look and sow look to her. I love the look and just the stoutness, and then her hip, and another one that handles her hip and hound leg. But I think a very, very good pair of 52 litter gilts, a pair of gilts that I really couldn't decide which one I liked the best. I just bought both of them. So 52s on the prowl, buckle up. Come in with a pair of calico gilts, a spotted gilt and a calico gilt. 15 is going to be the yellow tag. The red gilt's got a little red on her. And then 16 is going to be the pink tag, the gilt that's spotted. That we'll talk about that 16 gilt first. That's a 53 liter gilt. And I had another gilt or two there. And like I said, I couldn't see them. This has always been my favorite. She's been a farm favorite, one that just exceptional in terms of her look. Handles it and ties it all together. Balance and silhouette profile, I think, is extremely good on that hog. I think a very, very nice gilt in that 16 pink. And then that calico red gilt is a 49 liter. She's one out of the old Little Bro sow. That sow, like I said a while ago, her daughters have produced the Grand at American Royal, Grand at California, the 4-state show. The list just goes on and on what that sow's daughters have done, and her pigs herself. She's one that generates and produces. That goes back. That sow would be a mate to that sow of Mollets. That family of sows and that litter of sows has just done a tremendous job. Very fortunate, I think, to have 3-2, the Little Bro sow. But 49.8, one that balances up extremely good. No doubt she's going to make a good show gilt, but I guarantee the value of her will be when you put her in the crate. She's another one that when you're done with her, I'd like to, she'd be one that I'd be very interested in putting back in our sow pens if you don't have a place to go. But anyway, the yellow tag, 15 is the calico, and 16 is the pink gilt. End up with the last pair of gilts there that I brought, 13 orange. That's a 51 liter gilt. And then the 44 liter gilt would be 14 green. That dog eat dog gilt, the painted up gilt there. Another one that's out in an extremely good litter and got very good mate brothers. A gilt that's just full of mass and density. One that's going to be heavy boned and very good looking. And then that green tag gilt. One that I love, that 14 green, has always been one of my favorites here at the house. Her look that she has and her bone and her leg hair, I think, is exceptionally good. She balances up exceptionally good and has a very good hip, hind leg, true and square, coming and going, opened up on both ends of her skeleton. I think one that just the bigger she gets, the better she gets. That's kind of like her mama was. She's one that when she got there, we could have took her to the city and showed her, but to be honest with you, I really didn't want to pay the commission to get her back, and so we just left her there. This one reminds me a whole lot of what that sow, that blowing smoke, no comparison sow looked like. But that's the last pair of gilts from us. 13 is 13 orange, and then 14 green.
Well, a dang good set of gilts there from Marks, and we'll drop this Sloan lot in next, and he's maybe just a little fast, but without a doubt, probably one of my favorite pigs that we've sold all fall. With that being said, and I know some people will probably take that more serious than not, but this one's always looked good in my opinion. Power Hour tricked out again. Mom would have been the Roxanne sow that would have been the bronze gilt there at OYE in 2023. I can't say enough about Power Hour, and I know when people buy boars and they buy into them and they breed sows to them, that's what they're going to say. What I will tell you guys, for those of you guys tuning in and here in person, I don't know if I've ever seen a boar just absolutely stamp pigs incredibly built like Power Hour has. Their length of hip, their foot size, their maturity pattern, their hair, their density has been so good across the board. I truly believe that good pigs come from good litters and champions come from good litters. I like this pig a lot, and I know he's maybe third in our lineup, and I struggle a lot with sale order. I know the guys to my right will tell me that I never get it right, but I'm okay with that. I like this pig a good deal. Again, it probably sounds like a broken record. We're obviously here to sell pigs. I think this one is very good. This would be lot 12 from Sloan.
Well, as the Sloan pig leaves the preview ring there, again, not to blow smoke, but man, I think the depth here as we get into these last 10 or 12 is very good, maybe as good as it's ever been here. So we drop in the next pair of Hilty pigs here, and tag 10 is going to be the belted one, tag 11 is going to be the blue one. That blue one, tag 11 there, that's a relentless, shock and all, never before. So again, you've heard me talk several times about that 5-2 never before sow that we own with Rosebird, and rightfully so. That sow's in a pedigree of a lot of stuff that's got along, and man, this pig hits me really good. Long-hipped, shaggy, stout. One that's just awesome built, and looks like he continues to get better every day of his life, and I think he's got a chance to be really good when it matters most. The other pig, tag 10 there, is Woke, out for blood, quite frankly. Quite frankly, Grandma would have actually came from Sloan, and again, my biggest regret maybe with Woke is that we didn't go and use him more, because those pigs are just wild in terms of their look and presence. I think this one's got some extra bone and feature to go with it. I think both these pigs, from just a size and maturity standpoint, near perfect for that kind of March show window there. So again, tags 10 and 11. Tag 10 is the belt, tag 11 is the blue, a pair from Hilty.
Come in with the gray consignment there, a 54-liter hog. I can tell you that just reiterating what they've said, they always bring very good hogs and always have a very good sale. But I think this, to me, I think it's as good a set, top to bottom. I know that people say that, but I honestly believe this is as good a set as we've ever assembled for the sale. and I think these top 10 is going to be very, very fun to look at. The 54-2, another one that was out of that to the extreme 5-5 Sal, back on top Sal, what we called Rosita. Yeah, there's Zeke's. Again, Zeke was a blowing smoke back on Kelly. This bear here, the 54-2, the off-belted bear, one that I have loved and we've looked at and studied on there at the house a lot. Another one that has very, very good hair quality. I love the extra stoutness in the skull that he has. One that's very good in terms of his feet and legs, his balance. Going to be a stout hog that still has a good look, shape and muscle and bone. I think a very, very good hog in 54-2. We're going to pair of blue bear light cross hogs out here in both of them are dog eat dogs. The 7 orange, 56, another one of them 56 litter pigs is out of that back on top Sal. One that the bear here, one that I love that just a traditionally blue, but still has that deep dark blue color to him. Traditionally marked. Love the extra look and shape and just overall stoutness that he has. I think a bear that fits it together, ties together, very good in his body, in his cage. I think a very nice hog. And then the 38 litter hog, the green tag hog, 8, that's out of our wider wake sow there, wider wake gilt that we got from Glenn. He's going to be a mate. You're going to see they're at perfect timing. We're going to take a blue boar pig. I can't wait to. I don't hope I'm jinxing him, and I hope he gets there and everything good. But this is the little brother, or actually the big brother to him. One that, in terms of his stoutness and his shag and his hair and just the balance and the overall power that hog exhibits, still has a good look. I think we've got a very, very good set of light crosses, and these are 2 here that I think could be very, very competitive. When it comes time for Hawaii, Houston, or any of them March shows that you'd like to get into.
Hey, Mark, you want to talk a little bit about... Well, again, as we get into some of these top 10 or 20, as much as we want to sit here and say dip in and buy the ones you like, obviously me and the 2 guys to the right of me like to get to the forefront of the sale order with some of the better ones, and these are 2 that I think fit the bill. And whether they bring 600 or 6 million, that's fine. We do like these pigs. This will be lot 5 and lot 6 from Sloan. We can start with 5 just because that's, I guess, first there on the list. That's the one that Madeline would have. That's another one of those unrivaled, no strangers. I told you guys earlier, and I'm sure some people have toned me out, which is fine. We brought 4 of those litter mates to this particular sale, and like Mark said last night when I talked to him, I said, hey, or he said, hey, I'd rather buy a pig out of a good litter than a bad litter. And I said, I don't know if bringing 4 to a live sale makes the most sense. What I will tell you, as much as I like his litter mates, I love this pig, and I think he is clear-cut the best one within that litter. We had him slated maybe to go to a sale elsewhere. What I will tell you is we're in Stillwater, Oklahoma this week. This is the sale that we have absolutely slated these for. We're not going anywhere else. I like that pig a good deal. Again, unrivaled, no stranger. He would be a lot 5. He has a white tag there that Madeline is driving. Bora, whatever you want to do, I think that pig's got a high ceiling. The other one that Leo is on would be lot 6. That is a Kong, no stranger, never before. Grandmother would be the mother of Play to Win, and I know everybody is probably getting tired of us talking about pedigrees up here, but if you watch Hilty's sale, or his lots here in this particular sale, this would go back to the same sow line as a couple of his others that he's already talked about. The Kong thing at our particular place on our particular sows is absolutely second to none. I know everybody's got their thoughts on those particular pigs. What I will tell you at our place on tall-shouldered, good-built ones, They have been absolutely impeccable, and I think that pig's got a high ceiling. I don't know if he's as safe as 5, if I'm just going to be honest. What I will tell you, he's always had hair, he's always had bone, he's always had skull, he's always had a neat look. So again, awesome set of pigs, whether they're from us, Hilty, or obviously Mark Gray and his firm. I think it's a good set of feeding pigs. I think on the top end of this thing, there's some far-reaching pieces that'll get you guys to the backdrop. We appreciate the invite. It's a great set of pigs, like I've already said. This will be Lot 5 from Sloan, white tag. The other one would be Lot 6. That would be a red tag there that Leo is on. So, again, thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for tuning in. We still got 4 lots here to go. Stay hooked up. Stay focused. I think it's an awesome set of hogs.
Well, just as we get ready to drop the last pair of Hilties in, if you're watching online, again, we've went through this preview in reverse sale order to make it easy for you guys to go back and look up or watch anything that you wanted to take another look at. This last pair from us here, tag 4 is going to be the blue one. That is a Blowing Smoke canoe, and I talked about it on a pig earlier. Blowing Smoke's semen went bad there for a little bit, and then just one day Travis Lee randomly texted me and told me that it looked pretty good and wanted to know if I wanted to try it, and man, I'm glad we did, because I think that's a really, really good litter of pigs. No doubt in my mind that this is the highlight of that litter. He's a Blowing Smoke canoe. His mom would be a first litter gilt, but certainly has some sow power behind her. I think regardless of color, that's a very, very good pig. The fact that he does it in a blue package, I think just adds to his value. Look, proportionality, feet and legs and hair just absolutely dripping off of him. I think that's a pig that's got a very, very high ceiling. Tag 3, the belted one, he'd be an unrivaled picture this. That's a really, really good young sow that we've got. And, to be honest with you, a week or 10 days would probably do this pig a whole lot of good. But I think that's one. You get him bought, get him home, and that pig just continues to bloom in flesh. He's got a wild look. He's got an incredible, incredible hip and rear leg. We've got a mate set aside to that one that we're planning on for PT, grab and go. I think he uses his skeleton incredibly, incredibly well. I'm really, really proud of this pair, and we maybe haven't come to as many pig sales in the Southwest this time around, just with what we've got going on at home and a baby on the way, but this is one that we sure weren't going to miss. I'm proud of the set of pigs we've got here, and I think the quality from top to bottom is very, very good.
Well, I end up by saying I really appreciate Will and Troy. I think this is a tremendously good set of hogs, and I surely thank them. And I also want to thank the people there that we have in the back. Caleb, there's several of them farmhouse boys and that's run these hogs up here in reverse order, and they're not pinned anything like that, so it's kind of a lot of work to get them up here, and Grant and Leo and all of them put that together, and Peter, and just very thankful for them. And then also I want to make sure that I thank my family, Carson and Madeline and Kelly, put an immense amount of time, and the girls back home they put a lot of time. My nephew's feeding and taking care of things for me. Brother-in-law will be up here cloaking. I'm blessed to have a wonderful mother that is still supportive as can be, and very thankful for her, and just very thankful for my brother and my sister and my family and all that they do. Going to end up with 1 orange and 2 green. Talk about 2 there. That hog has got a rupture. He's another one of them 54-liter hogs, and we've had our eye on him for a while. And Carson, he does a lot of work, and he moved all these hogs while I was off at a pig sale, moved them all down. He sends me a picture of that hog, and when he's moved them out that day, and he said, I think we've got one here and stuff. So he found him. He very, very proud of him. I love that hog's look. I think he blends and ties together exceptionally well. I love his bone and his feature. I can tell you that I think he'll be a very heavy structured hog, and it makes me hate that I lost that sow. But I think Zeke, definitely that litter of hogs, he come through and done a tremendously good job. And then the hog that we're leading off with, I can tell you I lost a couple or 3 nights there when he was born. I stayed up and watched him and made sure he lived, slept in the Farron house. And to be honest with you, when he was kind of in the corner every day. I walk in and look at him. We throwed him out on the lift trailer there to wean him. I looked at Carson. I said, Carson, is that hog, is he a crip? And he looked at me and said, I think so. I said, pick him up. He picked him up, and he determined he was a crip, and I was done for the day. I just took all the air out of me because that was going to be my herd boar. But I think it's like Carson said, it's a blessing we need to win a bear show. And I think that thing can definitely do it. He was born with that kind of feature and that kind of hind leg. He's always had it. I just had 2 litters unrivaled, but I can tell you I love him. I love that hog's stoutness. I love his look. I think he's going to do a very good job. That is a gilt that he's out of, and she's one of the better looking gilts that we've raised. She's a wider weight back on it was back on a To the Extreme, back on Kelly on quite frankly. So that the bottom side of that bred rider weight to that saddle that was lined up so hard, and it made just a very, very good litter, a very good pig, one that I'm exceptionally proud of, and can't wait to see what happens, how he does. I think an exceptionally good set of hogs, and again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, taking time. People coming out. Thank you so much. I'm going to let Troy kind of fill you in on some details, and again, I want to say thank you to everybody.
Well, good work, Mark and his crew, and obviously Will as well. And I don't know if there's 2 people that are more passionate about raising good pigs than anybody else, than the 2 guys sitting to the right of me, and I truly mean that. And I know everybody's probably getting tired of us talking, but 2 guys that do it and do it the right way. And as much as they love pigs, they love their buyers, they love the people that buy from them and deal with them on a daily basis as much as anybody in the country. And I truly mean that, or I wouldn't be saying it. Obviously, those guys tuning in, thank you guys for being here. We obviously understand it's a very, very busy week. There's sales all across the country, whether it's in Texas or Oklahoma or online or live sales or whatever it may be. This has been obviously the preview here on Walton Webcasting and Kennedy Ventures here tonight. Tomorrow we're going to open the barns early. As much fun as we might have tonight, we're still going to try to make it a point to be here early in the morning. We obviously understand that everybody's very, very busy. If you want to kick through them in the barn, tomorrow, all day, every day, tomorrow on Wednesday, September 24th. Obviously, you're welcome to do that. There will be online bidding available. If you guys can't make it, we obviously understand, like I've already reiterated to, if that's even a word, I'm not sure. Everybody's busy, and there's going to be online bidding available through CCI, Kennedy Ventures, and the whole 9 yards. Obviously, we're very proud of the set of pigs. The track record that these hogs have had that come through this ring has been absolutely incredible. I think it's a very, very good set of feeding pigs, and I know sometimes that term gets thrown around just a little bit loosely. What I will tell you is both these guys to the right of me have absolutely saved their best. We've tried our damnedest there at Team Sloan to bring what we thought people would be excited about to buy and feed and put in their show barns. It's an awesome set of pigs. It's an awesome venue. We're going to change things up just a bit tomorrow. We're going to go on the other side of the wall here and go into the live auction setting there with some TVs, and we're not actually going to run these pigs through. They're just going to sell on TV. So if you guys want to get a look at them, be sure to do that before the sale tomorrow night. Again, live auction, 6:30 p.m. here in Stillwater, Oklahoma. It's a great vibe. It's a great venue. It's an awesome set of pigs with awesome people behind the block, awesome people here up on top of the block. We appreciate everybody tuning in. It's going to be a good night tomorrow night, Wednesday in Stillwater, Oklahoma. Thank you guys very much.